In the previous project, you added motors to your robot so that it was able to get around in its environment. In this project, you're going to add sensors to your robot so it's able to sense the world around itself. Before you give your robot eyes and ears, however, you're going to give it 4 very simple sensors, which are touch sensors that we're going to place at the bottom of each of the 4 lower legs, or at the robot's feet. These touch sensors are going to fire whenever the foot comes into contact with the ground, and will fail to fire whenever the foot is off the ground. In order to visualize where and whether a touch sensor fired, we're going to create an additional visualization. We're going to do that by drawing spheres at the point where the foot collides with the ground. So in the first step, you're going to create the ability to draw red spheres in your environment. In this step, you're going to draw it at the origin, which if you'll recall is x equals 0, y equals 0, and z equals 0. In the second step, you're going to, at every time step of the simulation, draw a red sphere whenever the foot comes into contact with the ground plane. You're also going to write this out to a terminal console so you can see this in a different way. You can see at this particular time step, all 4 feet are touching the ground. At the previous time step, 1 foot was touching the ground, and at the time step before that, 2 feet were touching the ground. Visually, you can see this in this case, where at this particular time step, only 1 foot is in contact with the ground, and all the other 4 feet are hovering just above the ground. When you complete this project, your robot will have motors in order to move and sensors in order to sense.